here for one reason, and that is to experience this life in its full, however we want. And the only thing that is limiting our ability to be liberated and free and express ourselves, the only thing that is limiting our ability to move mountains, to do the unthinkable, is the limitation within our own mind. By allowing ourselves to buy into the bullshit of the mind, we end up feeling trapped. We end up feeling like something's missing. We end up chasing things outside of us to fulfill us. We end up feeling like I just want to express myself. Why can't I just fucking be me? Well, the essence of the true me is above the mind, it's above the body, it's beyond. And you can say that the true essence of you is the soul that lies within the heart, if you want to imagine it that way. You're the one that's looking through the lens of your eyes, that's listening to the stupid chatter in your mind, listening to the voices, listening to the constant back and forth, the rationale. There's a couple of really big things that happen when you spend so much time in your head. One, you end up losing the power that you have over your mind, and you become identified with your mind, which basically traps you within your mind and prevents you from actually living. When you are trapped within your mind, constantly comparing yourself to other people, judging.
Your thoughts are bullshit, right?
Your thoughts are all bullshit. You're constantly judging everyone, judging yourself, putting others down, constantly envying others. And when you live in this place, which I would consider the epitome of fucking hell, the mind, because I've experienced both, living and truly experiencing life and living in the present moment and having the most wild, blissful, joyful, freeing experiences as we should be as a human being, compared to living within my head, doubting, questioning, comparing, envying everything. Always, it puts you into this state where you're constantly chasing things that don't even exist, and you're constantly end up running from and avoiding things that don't exist, but only in your mind. I experienced what it's like to live inside your head. It wasn't long before I started becoming bitter, angry, pissed off, sad, depressed, stressed out. And you literally create and manifest shit, all the shit that you don't want, because you become captive to your mind. If you ever want to be free, if you ever truly want to become free, you have to go and acknowledge the fact that you are not your mind. You have a mind, and you have two choices. You can either detach from the mind and go above the mind and get the mind, use the mind as a tool to work for you, or you can do what the majority of human beings do and allow themselves to be controlled and run by their mind, thinking that basically walking around aimlessly with absolute certainty and believing that the thoughts that come up in your mind are actually you. That's you thinking that's God or the universe telling you that you are not enough. Identifying with all those thoughts and ideas that come up in your mind, that is the trap of the mind. That is the trap that so many people fall into.
They basically, like in my experience, I think I start giving the mind so much credit, so much power, that I start thinking that my mind is smarter than me, that's bigger than me, that I should take instructions from it, basically, you know.
Right.
Without saying it literally, I'm constantly listening to it.
Right.
Taking directions from the mind instead of giving it direction.
You train your mind to remember how to drive a bicycle, or how to drive a car. You train your mind. I mean, it'd suck if you had to learn and figure out how to brush your teeth every single day that you woke up. So there's certain things that you can use, and the mind is good for memorizing things and remembering, things, but you've got to really put it and keep it in its place if you are to ever experience true freedom here on earth. You are not your mind. You are not your body.